Hello, y'all. Um, I've been feeling pretty sick, uh, low energy and stuff like that, so I just been piddling around. And I figured I'd do something, show you guys a little something. Anyways, well, that sun's bright. It's a pretty day here. This is my old Power Wagon. I use this just around the farm. It's not registered or anything like that. Around the farm. Uh, anyways, um, I tried to pull out a guy that was stuck. We've had a lot of flooding around here. Our place is not, because I've been told that this is the highest point in Fulton County. I don't know. Whatever. We're on high ground here. So we haven't had flooding, but this guy, I saw him, one of my neighbors, he tried to make it through some deep water, and shallow water to him. Anyways, you get the point. I was like, I'll go get the Power Wagon and I'll pull you out. Man, the water was all the way up to the bottom of the top headlight. So, anyways, it's been running really rough ever since, and I think I got some water in the tank. So I'm hoping it's just whatever. Anyways, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take off the filter, which I've already done. All right, and I'm going to put on a new fuel filter, and I'm going to get some of the gas out of the truck. I'm going to let the fuel pump actually pump it out into a jar, and we'll see if there's water in it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, before I do anything, put on the new fuel filter or anything like that, I got my new hose hooked up to the fuel pump down there, and I got it running directly into a jar. So we're going to crank over the ignition and fill that jar up with gas. There we go. It's finally started pumping. Alright, now we just let that sit, and we should be able to see the water and the fuel separate immediately. Oh God, you could already see it. I gotta take that gas tank off and drain it. That sucks so bad. You see that? It's immediate. Look at that line. Well, that was over quicker than expected. Yeah, there was a lot of water in that gas tank. So it's amazing too how quickly it separates. So what we're seeing here, because gasoline floats, here's my gas, and this right here is the Chattahoochee River. Funny story, I tried to pull that guy out, and as soon as I got in that deep, man, had no idea how deep it was. My Power Wagon quit too. We both had to get pulled out. But it went ahead and fired up again and ran, and I got it home, and I've used it a couple times since. It's running on that. Freaking man, that looks like it's probably 35 or 40% water. That's amazing. It's probably really bad for my engine, but you know, that thing's, it got oil all in the bottom of the crankcase too and stuff, so I got to change the oil, blah blah blah. For another day. I definitely don't feel like crawling under there right now. So for right now, I'll show you what I've been piddling on in the garage. This little four-wheeler here, I try and have a little bit of fun when I can, and usually whenever I do have fun, it's on my motorcycle or my four-wheelers, stuff like that. But this one, I got this so that my daughter and my son could learn how to ride with a clutch, with a proper clutch. And now they both got it. We're good. So it's time for that thing to sell. I had to clean out the air filter and stuff, get it running good. And I'll put that on Facebook and sell it. And that's a Raptor 250 is what that is, Yamaha. And there's my main four-wheeler. It's a KFX 400 or LTC 400, whatever. It runs great. It's perfect. I like that thing a lot. And this is my dirt bike, my KDX. I just fixed it. I had wrecked it really bad last time I went out, and my handlebars were crooked. And turns out it's just a few things bent here and there, but I got that going. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep it, because I mean, I did a lot to it. It's got a new rebuilt engine. It's, my neighbor Tony, he ported and polished it, and just a mild port and polish, nothing crazy or anything. Got carbon fiber reeds, and boy, the thing runs good. I went through the suspension too. It's got as good of suspension as the stock setup on this can possibly have, meaning the stock forks and stock shock. If I wanted to do anything better, I'd have to actually get either aftermarket shocks and forks, or the forks from like a KX 500. It's one of the trick things people do, or KX 125, something like that. But anyways, it's got, it's all set up. Runs really good, but I wrecked so hard that it ripped my pants off. I'm not kidding. It tore my rotator cuff a little bit, and it's still healing. It's been about 5 weeks or something like that. And it's still a little rough, but I'm healing up. But because of that, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't ride a dirt bike anymore, because I've never been super great on them. I mean, I'm to a novice, I'm probably like amazing, but but you know, I'm like intermediate, I guess you'd say. And but I was competing with somebody I had no right to be competing with. He's much faster than me, and well, I wrecked. And but whenever I hit the ground so hard, and I was still sliding, it literally broke the buckle off of my riding pants and ripped my pants down to around my thighs. It was awful. It was terribly painful. Anyways, so I got a MIG welder, right? That's a nice little setup and everything. But I also got a TIG welder from Harbor Freight. Anyways, that turned out to be not very good. After a year of having it and not really using it, I took it back, and all they'd give me is store credit. So I bought one of these. And that's nice. It was my goal of trying to get all things like mechanical, like automotive tools and tools for working on my dirt bikes and four-wheelers and stuff like that. All of those are going in this one toolbox. So it's coming along pretty nice. I've got down here this compression tester. This is, I think, a wheel puller kit, bearing puller kit. Tube flaring kit for brake lines and things like that. You know, this is a valve spring compressor, blah blah blah, you get it. It's all coming along nice. But my garage is really turning out nice. I've got DirecTV down here, finally got all my windows in, and it stays super cool, nice and warm down here, because this back wall is completely, it's all earth on that back side. And up to the bottom of the windows, it's all earth all the way around as well. And so it stays really nice and cozy in here. So my garage is really coming along. I got a lot more organizing to do and things like that. But that's it for today. Not the coolest video, but maybe, I don't know, you see a little bit more about what Bodie's got going on. The Jimmy here, the race vehicle for the 24 Hours of Lemons, is still uncompleted. And surprise, surprise, but I do have it on nice casters where I can roll it around and get it out of the way. My brother Larry Dale got me that Texaco sign, and let's go ahead and plug it up real quick. Hold on. So I got it all. I got a nice light back there behind there. It doesn't show up very well on the camera, but it looks really cool in person. We built that little wooden, I don't know, placard or whatever to put behind it. And go Big Blue! Anyways, that's it. See ya.